Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're going to talk a little bit about storage of pesticides and pesticide safety tips. In the midst of these below freezing temperatures and other winter weather that we're prepared for, homeowners and farmers need to pay close attention to their pesticides. It's a great time of year to take inventory of your pesticides to ensure proper storage and get those certifications if you need them. Safety is our primary concern so that those products keep out of reach of those who should not come in contact with them. But we also want to reduce the chance of spills and possible environmental contaminations due to damage on packaging or containers during the winter months. So you want to be sure to protect your investment because you've spent good money on these products, and if you store them properly, you can get at least 2 years on the shelf and those will still function properly. However, if you don't, then we might be disappointed with the effectiveness in the field or on that particular pest that we're trying to control. So the best way to store pesticides on the farm is in a sound building on a concrete block. The building should be well ventilated since fumes can build up from the chemicals stored in areas with stagnant air. Also, storage temperature may be very important, and the label will kind of guide you as far as storage temperature goes. It has specific information about what temperatures to store that product. Some may say do not store the product below 40 degrees, while others may say don't store it at a much higher temperature. And that's because of the freezing or even the volatilization. If that temperature gets too high, we lose a little bit of efficacy of that product. So we've spent money on it, but it might not provide the results. So that means having a partially heated or maybe a well insulated storage area for your pesticide storage. But humidity is also important. Humidity sometimes can damage the packaging. Most of our products come in plastic containers now, and they usually keep pretty well, but humidity is something that we want to make sure that we keep in check in these storage areas. Now, good shelving or concrete blocks, like we mentioned earlier, are useful in your pesticide storage area so that the products are not stored on the ground. It helps reduce the chance of environmental contamination because if pesticides are stored on the ground, maybe in a barn, and we get a big heavy rain, that could cause some environmental contamination. So we want to make sure not to do that. One, because we've lost our product, but two, we could be potentially putting pesticides in the environment. Another important aspect is to keep pesticides out of reach of children and animals. Having a storage facility that locks is the best way to keep those products away from unintended people and animals. Keeping that storage area locked also safeguards pesticides from theft, vandalism, or unauthorized use. Storage areas should have signage indicating that it is a pesticide storage area. This helps you, workers, visitors, or in case of an emergency, fire departments know the location of these products because sometimes the fumes from the chemicals can be very dangerous in the event of a fire. But winter is also a good time to take inventory of all the products in our storage area. It's always good to have a list of the products that you have on hand so that you know what you might need to purchase in this next year. We want to check the products in our storage area and make sure they're not expired. Examine the packaging for damage and make sure that label is still readable. In the past, we've had household hazardous waste days, and that's a great way to be able to get rid of our pesticides. Or if you're a farmer, the Kentucky Department of Agriculture has a program where you can dispose of unwanted or unneeded pesticides in a safe manner. So you want to make sure to keep those two things in mind. It's also a good idea to always keep personal protective equipment on hand like gloves, eye wash, and body wash solutions, and spill kits in your pesticide storage area, just in case of an accident or a spill. Homeowners might not have specific storage buildings for pesticides, but it's a great idea to have a locked cabinet just so that we can keep some of these safety features intact. Also, if you need certifications, this is the time of year that they're available at your local extension office. So I would highly encourage you to contact them and find out the dates and times of when the private pesticide applicator trainings will be held. Remember, if you have any questions about pesticide storage or safety, contact your local extension office. We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and hope you have a great day.